Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm sorry that it's been so long. I've been really busy with school and stuff. Today is a bit of a different video to what I normally do. It's nothing about gaming. Today it's about video editing because, for those of you who have been living under a rock for the past year and a half-ish, I have become a video editor and a motion graphics designer, and I'm here today to talk about video editing, and I want to rant about it to you guys. What better place than to do that than to my gaming YouTube channel? Yay. So I've got a whole list of things in front of me that I want to talk about. Mainly, one big thing. I'm going to explain this as if you guys had no idea about anything about video editing, so then you guys actually follow along what I'm ranting about, because if I'm just starting to like throwing random words at you, like, I don't even know, keyframes and rotoscoping, you're gonna be like, what is he on about? So I will break it down and use dummy language, no offense, so then you guys understand what I'm talking about. I've just introduced myself. I'm a video editor, I'm a motion graphics designer. You can check out my Twitter down in the description below. I post before and afters of my content. I'm currently not taking commissions until July 2024, so I can focus on my GCSEs. Darwin is right in front of me, hence why the aggressive shaking of the camera. Hey Darwin, you okay? I would show you, but I can't. My monitor is right there, so if I tilt my camera down, you'll see the monitor and not my cat that is now staring at my audio recording software. But yeah. So in terms of video editing, I use three main apps, which is Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects, and Adobe Audition. And all of those three cost me about $20 a month each, or $52 a month with the main package of all the Adobe apps. One of them is for general editing, the other one is for motion graphics and special effects, and the other one is for sound design. Now, what if I told you that I could combine all three of those apps into one app, one singular app? And what if I told you that that singular app was free? You'd be like, well, why aren't you using that app? Why are you still using these three if you can use one that's not only got all those three integrated into one, but it's free? And you're probably wondering what that app is. That app is DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve has been all over the web in terms of video editing, because every single video editor you can think of is switching to DaVinci Resolve. I can see why. One, it's free. Two, it's so much faster and smoother than Premiere Pro, and it's just so much easier. And it's just as good. It's 100% can do exactly the same stuff as Premiere and After Effects and Audition in one app, and it's free. So you're probably wondering, why are you still using these three apps when you could be using one better one? And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I personally feel like I could never switch, ever, to DaVinci Resolve as my main NLE. NLE stands for Nonlinear Editing Program, which basically just means that I can edit the video anywhere I want. I haven't got to go from start to finish. If I wanted to edit the end first, and then edit the middle chunk, and then edit the beginning, or the middle, then the end, the beginning, I can do that with an NLE. I don't like the way that DaVinci Resolve is set out. For those of you who haven't used DaVinci, there's a bar at the bottom, and it normally goes in the order of like media, cut, edit, fusion, fairlight, and then whatever, deliver, whatever the other things are, color. I don't like that, because it makes me feel like that I have to go through each one by one. I don't know why, I just don't like it. I like doing things. There are two ways you can edit a video, which is either you go through and cut it all, then you go through and add in any text, and then you go through again and add any music, and you go again, add any sound effects and motion graphics, or you can just go through each part of the video, and as you go along, add your sound effects, add your music, your graphics, add your music, add anything as you go along, rather than doing cut it first, then add the sound, then add the music, then add the motion graphics. I prefer doing it as adding everything as I go along. And the way DaVinci Resolve is laid out makes it feel like that I have to put in all the media first, then cut it all down first, then edit it all down first, then use Fusion, which I'll go on to in a minute because Fusion is a whole conversation in its own, and then use Fairlight, which is equivalent to Audition. Fusion, by the way, is equivalent to After Effects. Fairlight is equivalent to Audition, and then Premiere Pro is just equivalent to the entire app in general. And then deliver. I feel like I have to do it in order, which I don't like. I've never liked it. I don't like the way how you can't really move any of the docs in DaVinci Resolve around. You can like resize them, but you can't move them around. which I don't like because I don't like the way it's set out. Now, let me talk about Fusion. Fusion and After Effects might as well be two completely different languages in terms of how they work. They both do the same thing. They are completely different. One of them, After Effects, works with layer-based editing. So you have like your picture, and you got a video above the picture, and then a picture above that, and then music at the top or whatever. Fusion, I don't know much about Fusion, but it works with node-based editing. And I'll show you a picture on the screen of what that mainly looks like and how different it is compared to After Effects. So yeah, the way After Effects works is like a timeline, and as you move along the timeline, different things happen depending on keyframes and images and stuff like that. Fusion, I don't know. I think it's, you have like, I do know how to explain it, it's like nodes. It's like, you attach them all to each other and they do different things depending on which one you attach and where you attach it and where on the screen it is. I don't know. I don't know anything about Fusion, and I can't get my head around it. I like After Effects. I really do like After Effects. I really do like Premiere. Loads of people keep saying they've had problems with After Effects and Premiere Pro crashing and just being really slow. I can't remember the last time Premiere Pro or After Effects, for that matter, has crashed on me, to be honest. I can't remember the last one that's happened. I don't know, yes, it's expensive. It's really expensive. And if Fusion had that, like, layer style kind of, like, timeline, and if I could actually, like, resize things and move things around and have it how I want to have it, I would switch. 100,000,000% I would switch. But I like Premiere Pro, I like After Effects, I just like the way things work. I love dynamic link. Premiere Pro and After Effects, if you don't know what that is, basically, you've got your main sequence with Premiere Pro, and then you can select an option to dynamically link it to After Effects. So you choose a little part of your sequence, and you say to After Effects, hey, take this, I'm going to do some work with things on here, because After Effects and Premiere Pro do two different things. So sometimes you need to work with Premiere Pro stuff inside After Effects. So you say, hey, take this clip, send it to After Effects, and I'll work on it there. So Premiere's like, okay, I'll send this straight to After Effects, and After Effects like, okay, here it is. Here's that entire clip that you just sent over. Do whatever you want. And I will be like, okay, so I'll edit this, I'll change this, I'll add this. And After Effects will update it live to Premiere Pro. So as soon as you make a change, give it a couple seconds, and that change is already inside Premiere Pro. You haven't got to export it. You haven't got to save it as a different kind of file type. Just make a change, and it's straight up to Premiere Pro, and it is a lifesaver. It's genuinely my best friend. Genuinely my best friend, because I can also combine it with other Adobe apps to like export videos and stuff. That is a massive editing rant. I feel like I have more to say, but I can't think of anything. Yeah, I just love the way Premiere Pro and After Effects work together, and obviously most of you are going to say, why wouldn't you switch? Just learn Fusion, bish bash bosh, Bob's your uncle. But I just don't want to. I will happily stick with Premiere Pro and After Effects and Audition. I don't like the way that the DaVinci Resolve is laid out. I just don't like it. I will happily stick with Premiere Pro and After Effects, and I know for a fact that there are some editors who will, one, disagree with me completely, and two, there will be some editors who will agree with me completely and will never switch to DaVinci Resolve. So if you're an editor and you're watching this, have you switched? Are you planning on switching? Have you not switched? If you have switched, why did you switch? Do you like it better, or do you miss Premiere Pro and After Effects? If you haven't switched, are you planning on switching? What do you not like about Premiere Pro? I want to know. Tell me everything about what you think about this whole DaVinci Resolve stuff going on, because there are so many videos on the internet right now saying that DaVinci Resolve is going to soon be the new Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro is going to be 6 feet under in a year or two. So maybe, who knows, maybe we will all switch to DaVinci Resolve at some point. But currently, I can't see myself moving at any point. I love Premiere Pro, I love After Effects, and yeah. This video would have been edited with Premiere Pro and After Effects. All those motion graphics that you saw of me explaining dynamic link, of me explaining the 3 apps, all of that stuff would have been made with After Effects, and then the music and the cuts and everything else in Premiere Pro. And Audition. The voice recording that you're hearing now is being recorded with Adobe Audition. So I'm actually using an Adobe app right now. That is my editing rant of 15 minutes and 30 seconds exactly. I'm sorry that there's no video for like 3 months. I'll try and get back into something. Again, not going to promise anything. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because I've gone down that rabbit hole so many times in videos. So we're going to leave that out. Okay? I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro and After Effects in the comments down below. Check out my Twitter, check out my Instagram. All that stuff is in the description down below as well. I'll appreciate if you go check out my work. And yeah. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!